Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jonathan Mathis. NBA free agency is blowing up. It's underway. There's a lot of stuff that has happened today. It's crazy in the NBA right now. The big news in the NBA today is Chris Paul signing a 4-year deal worth $120 million to stay in Phoenix to finish basically his career with the Suns. I mean, this contract will go up to age 40. He'll retire with the Phoenix Suns. It's a good signing. Here's why. Chris Paul made a tremendous impact on the Phoenix Suns from a cultural standpoint last season. He came in, he changed the dynamic of that team. He brought the leadership quality, something that Phoenix Suns team lacked because they were a young team. They didn't really have that veteran superstar. And by trading for Chris Paul, the Phoenix Suns benefited, right? They ended up going to the NBA Finals. Unfortunately, it didn't, go as planned. They fell short of the NBA championship. But this is a good deal if the Phoenix Suns win a championship or two within the 4 years. It'll be worth it. I know it's a lot of money for a guy that's age 36, that's kind of past the prime of his career. But look, Chris Paul showed last season that he still has a lot left. He still brings it every night, and he has that offensive firepower. And I mean, the Suns look good. They bought back Cameron Payne. They still have Mikal Bridges. They can use a backup center for DeAndre Ayton. They still have Devin Booker, one of the best young stars in the league. He's a stud himself. So the Phoenix Suns are where they want to be. Good luck being in a tough Western Conference, because it's not going to be easy to beat some of these Western Conference teams that's stacked and loaded just like theirs as well. And then the other news in the NBA is, of course, the Miami Heat. There's a lot going on in Miami right now. Kyle Lowry tweeted out of excitement, said that he's, going to join the Miami Heat. He's heading to Miami on a 3-year deal. This is going to be exciting. It's an upgrade, but it's not a major upgrade. It's not one that's going to put Miami over the top. I know this is a team that dealt with a lot of injuries last season. Jimmy Butler is their cornerstone piece, who is going to soon, agree to a max extension to stay in Miami. They re-signed Duncan Robinson, I believe. They're bringing him back. So they still have the same nucleus. They still have the same pieces in place. Bam Adebayo, but this team dealt with a lot of injuries last year. They weren't able to, come out of the East last year because the East is loaded as well with the Milwaukee Bucks, of course, and you have the Brooklyn Nets. So I think by them getting Kyle Lowry, yes, they're getting a veteran guard who's experienced. He's won a championship with the Toronto Raptors. He's had a number of playoff games that he's played in. So he definitely has the experience. He definitely has the resume. But it's not enough, given how, when you consider how the Bucks and the Nets and the Heat, when you consider how their rosters are constructed, Miami doesn't have nothing on the Bucks or the Nets. It doesn't convince me that much that Miami can beat either of those teams. I just don't see it happening. I think, for one, they're a little bit too small. They're undersized. They don't have as much star power like, the Bucks and of course, the Nets. And I still think the Nets and the Bucks can beat them in a best-of-7 series. Kyle Lowry is a nice pickup, sure. But, again, it's not a major upgrade. So, I mean, yes, the Miami Heat are getting another shooter. They're getting another star player, to go alongside Jimmy Butler. But I just don't think it's enough. I don't think it's enough. I think the Bucks are going to have to do more If they want to have a chance to compete against the Nets and the Bucks, those two teams are just stacked. They're loaded with star power. I just don't see it happening at all. But there's a lot going on in free agency. Another big story is out of Chicago. Lonzo Ball has agreed to sign a 4-year deal worth $85 million to play with the Chicago Bulls in a sign-in trade. It didn't work out for him when he was in LA. His dad hyped him up. He was supposed to be this next superstar guard in the league, fresh out of UCLA. It just didn't pan out for him in LA. What more can I say? It didn't work out. It didn't go as planned. He ended up with the Pelicans in a trade. That gave us Anthony Davis. He was packaging the deal that sent him, Brandon Ingram, Hart. I'm going blank on his name. I apologize. But you guys get it. All those guys went over in the trade to the Pelicans. Unfortunately, Lonzo Ball had a better year defensively and offensively, and he was a better facilitator, an unselfish player, who made everybody around him better. I'm not too sure if New Orleans was the greatest fit for him. I think he's in a better situation now, being in Chicago. I just hope his dad doesn't make a crazy, outlandish observation and say that now because his son plays in Chicago that he's the next Michael Jordan, because that's just utterly ridiculous if he makes a statement like that. But Lonzo Ball definitely has potential now. He's always had it. Maybe, the pressure was too much for him in LA, but now he's in a big city in Chicago. He's playing with Adam Levine. We don't know what his status looks like in the future there, but now Lonzo Ball can go there and make his own history in Chicago. Maybe. We'll see. I mean, it's not going to be easy. Again, he's in the Eastern Conference. Let's wait and see what happens. A lot of people's going to say that he's overpaid, that he got a lot of money. But, he showed up and he played last year in New Orleans. One can argue that he was one of the most improved players in the game of basketball. But he is a great passer. He can be a dynamic playmaker. He can be a reliable guard in the backcourt for you. So I think the Bulls win here by getting Lonzo Ball. We just have to see how it all works out for him. But there's a lot of moves. Things are happening by the minute, by the second in the NBA. It's just crazy right now. It's been a crazy hour. I'm going to do my best to keep you guys updated with any breaking news on my fan page. Make sure you guys check it out there. And make sure you guys subscribe to this channel here on YouTube. I would love to have you guys back. You guys are always welcome to join me for some sports talk, and we'll have a little fun. See you guys later. Peace.